I got a new chair. You know, I got a very expensive chair to make sure that I would never need to get a new chair. Well, that one broke, so I got a new chair.
I thought all of your chairs broke, always.
Well, yes, because I'm a fat ass. But I got a new chair, and I can't decide whether this chair is comfortable or not. Because it's the kind of chair where it's like, if you actually commit and lean back into it, it's very comfortable. But I don't know if I want to be this leaned back while using my computer. Van Whitman, by being a fat ass, the back broke, the arms broke. Even my arms are fat. That's how much of a fat ass I am.
The way you describe that, it sounds like a bull ran through your office.
It's not like they broke at the same time. The back broke, and I, like, cheaply... So, the back broke, and I got it repaired under warranty. Skip to 2 years later when it's no longer in warranty, the back broke again.
I think your chair had a personality, and, like, it was like, immediately, I'm done with you. And then you were like, nope. And then it was just like, okay, I'm going to sit this through as long as I have to, and then I'm going to be done.
So, we have oxygen problems, but breathing is like, who gives a shit, really? We don't need to breathe. And we need to find the bits to fix the towers. The motor we have fixed. The ruby lens, we need to talk to Tiffany, who should be here, who really should be here. We need to go back when we have enough rubies, says Speculate in chat. Oh. Tiffany must be here. Period. Tiffany must be here. End of story. I somehow failed to find him repeatedly, but Tiffany has to be here. So, I don't know, Van Whitman. This is not the first, like, Ultima game where lenses are the solution to all problems. I mean, in a previous game, when we found a lens, a deceased character came back to life to celebrate, or at least visually did. Okay, time to be meticulous to the best of my ability. We are, yes, at the top left of this city. Everybody knows there's nothing more exciting than trying to meticulously look over an entire city.
What city are you in right now?
Olympus.
Do you want me to tell you anything?
Where is Tiffany?
Not Olympus.
What? Oh, is Tiffany maybe back at... Like, was Tiffany with us? Why?
No.
Where else could Tiffany possibly be?
Elysium is not in the same place as Olympus, right?
Elysium is not in the same place as Olympus.
There's your answer.
But that means that Tiffany has been replaced. They don't know Tiffany. They don't have breakfast where they were, says Van Whitman in chat. I mean, they are on Mars, in fairness. Yeah, Van Whitman. That would imply that Tiffany is in the dream world, which is totally fine.
I mean, I don't know. It may be true, but you're assuming that it is 100% of people in Elysium who are.
Well, I'm assuming that based on the fact that it's true.
Okay.
There is only one unconsumed human who is both A, in an accessible area, and B, not in Olympus. You learned faster than I expected. Yes, okay, so this is Tiffany. I guarantee you this one is not going to be able to say anything, yeah.
Okay.
No, Van Whitman, they're merely dissociated. They're merely dissociated from their bodies. Yes, Becklad, I have spoken to Tiffany. Here he is. This is the Wormulus who took Tiffany's body. I am speaking to the body of Tiffany. Okay, so I guess we need to go to hell and go into the dream world and talk to Tiffany there. And then he'll be like, well, you'd better solve the other quest first, because I sure can't help from in this place. And then we'll cry. That's the next step.
That's the order of operations?
Yeah.
I mean, the good news is that it's a but thou must situation where you now know what order you have to do things in, or you will now know what order you have to do things in. You heard me. Good news.
Guten Newsen. That's an enemy. Well, this place sucks. Are these... How dreamulous this dream world is. How are there enemies in the dream world, asked Van Weyman. Well, so what I mean is, like, that was a sprite that is only used for an enemy in the overworld. It did not actually, like, attack me or anything. I just assumed. And you know what they say, that makes an ass out of you and me.
So you just made an ass out of Van Whitman?
Yep. You see, a young black man.
Welcome, Fred. You were just in time to assist me. I have been trying to complete this experiment, but it is hopeless without assistance. There will soon be a plant sprouting in the center of this area. It must be allowed to grow to full maturity. This is going to be George Washington Carver. This game.
Yeah, it's a black man, of course.
This is going to be George
and
Washington
now plants.
Carver.
Yes.
This would normally occur with no assistance. There is, however, one problem here. This world isn't real. The wormuluses. When the plant grows, there will be wormuluses which try to eat the plant or the pod. The plant must be protected from these wormuluses.
Calling people between young and black feels wrong somehow, says Feklat. I would call it entirely optional.
Unfortunately, I see that you are not armed to fight these creatures. What you must do, then, is use the seeds I will leave for you.
Use them?
They will grow plants whose flowers will repel the wormuluses. If you cultivate these plants properly, they will allow the seedling I leave behind to grow to full maturity. When the plant is mature, it will bear a pod. You must use the pod knife on the pod to open it.
Why are you... None of this is real. Why do you not recognize that this isn't real, George Washington Carver?
I must leave you for now, but I will return at the end of the experiment.
So now I'm thou musting into this?
Do not forget, my friend, protect the plant at all costs.
He disappears.
That was just a bunch of stuff out of nowhere.
Yeah. Wormsbane seeds. Can I plant those?
I think you probably have to plant those. My guess is you have to plant those outside of the dream world. Grow the actual wormsbane flowers there, and then bring them in here to grow whatever seed you're supposed to be doing in here. I don't know. Maybe I didn't fully understand.
No one fully understood. It didn't make any goddamn sense. I did it. Do I plant the wormsbane in the worm? Like plant it in its face? No.
It's a seed. What? Excuse me?
But then why couldn't I plant it, like, in more normal
But you're supposed
place?
to now get... So it's planted. Does it have the pod on it already? They said you're not strong enough to take him on right now. That's why you need the wormbane, and then you need to open the pod with the pod knife. But you have to find the pod.
That was this pod.
Oh, okay.
Cool, great.
Yeah.
We lost that challenge. Thanks, George Washington Carver.
You probably have to plant the wormsbane like immediately around the seed.
That was the very first thing I tried to do. I tried to plant it here, and that didn't work. So then I tried to plant it here, and that didn't work. Well, that was fun. This is Robotropolis. This is... Oh, that's very cool. That's that. So what's happening here is that the arrow
is that your controls are different.
But it's not different in a Oh, okay. Never mind. It's just backwards. That's not too bad. Oh no. Okay. Was the plant thing an ultimate
you got
tower
4
defense
berries.
section as Nettie?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
you
yeah,
got
that's
4
right.
berries.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good point. No response.
Well, is that the one that allows you to move something from, like, maybe you can pull it or put, like from far away? But you have to pull it towards you, which is why you needed to take the berry, because you need to move it backwards. You need to back up and pull it towards you.
Okay, cool. Remember that what we're trying to do here is find Tiffany.
And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's?
That's nothing. That's nothing. Those are nothing. It moved at the last second, says Spector in chat. I mean, I would assume we were getting RPG problems there. That's nothing. Hello, man. He's a stern, confident man with an athletic build. He's
he
not
wearing one of
real.
those Russian hats, or like...
Seems to be.
Greetings, comrade. You seem to be a citizen of the world.
Okay.
Perhaps you can assist me in my great endeavor.
Is this Stalin?
It is my
Oh, it
duty to
does look like-
reapportion the wealth of this village so that each
Yeah.
person receives an equal amount of money. One person
Communist!
must receive any more than his neighbor.
It's obviously Lenin, says Spector in chat. Yeah, I mean, yes.
What you must do is divide the wealth which I have gathered together here into 25 equal.
I'm not doing this. Go f yourself. How about I just take it all for myself? I'm an American.
What is that little blue thing?
I don't know. It's not the money, so I don't care. It's an azurite stone. Okay, bye, Lenin. Thanks. How would I get down? Oh, no. The only way to get to any of these other places is going to be to do Lenin's stupid commie puzzle.
Obviously. And you have to... He said 25 equal portions, but there aren't 25 equal portions. You have 253. That's 10 plus 0.3. Or, no, not 0.3. 10 plus 3/25. Ah, yes. The good old 143 stack.
Yes, the programmer's gross.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh, no, don't talk to it, use it. Ow.
No back-talking from you, young woman.
No, it's my mom. Shockingly, our mother in the late 1800s is not very happy with Boidipus's life decisions. I've fallen off the cliff. These things happen.
You're going to be falling forever because dream.
Faster. Oh, I pressed down to make it go faster. Let's hit the floating pavement.
It looked like a spike thing.
Yeah, it looked like death, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You see a book. Bullfighting Made Easy by Victorian Era. There are 3 major principles involved in bullfighting. 1, don't. I like to call these the courage, the love, and the truth. You must courageously love the bull. The courage is mastering your fear.
And only then will you find the truth.
Only then will Boidipus find the truth. Know that the bull will not harm you. The love consists of compassion for the bull as well as the audience. You must respect the bull, seeking not its destruction, but the entertainment of your audience.
Speclad makes a really good point. In dreams, if you have a book, they
can't
don't
read
actually have
them.
words
Yeah.
you can read.
The truth consists of one important fact. The bull is easily distracted and will follow the waving red cape whenever it sees it. In fact, with no cape to follow, a bull will seek whatever waving red thing it finds. It's certainly true that bulls can see the color red. Flawless.
Was that in the Hall of the Mountain King?
Well, no, because it's not a chromatic keyboard.
Fair enough.
The world is slightly shaking, but I'm not going to be concerned about that. You see a frantic, wild-eyed shop proprietor like Tiffany.
Yeah, like Tiffany, maybe.
There's a bowl. There's a bowl.
There's a bowl. Didn't I just make that same reference to you and your chair?
So they accused the people who went into the dream world of going mad. May I point out, they f***ing are mad.
Well, but they're in a dream. Of course they're mad. In a dream, you're not logical.
It's difficult to hear him over the... Apparently, Boidipus is. Boidipus has... No, Boidipus topped the dream. Boidipus is domed the dream. Boidipus is the well, God, there's a phrase from a Monty Python sketch that, like, though dominant with women, he seeks a submissive position with men.
Wow.
that's Boidipus is dominant with dreams but submissive with men.
Right.
My name is Louis Tiffany, and I just can't talk now. Help me! So he won't be able to tell me blah, 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 lens, anything. Blah.
Until you help him with the...
Yes, that's right, I need help!
Bowls in the China shop.
He stares frantically at you, blah, 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 do something. It's a minotaur.
Wow.
I mean, I don't have anything red. Oh, okay. Those are breakable too. Got it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure everything in here is breakable,
including and particularly Tiffany.
What is that picture? Is it red?
You mean that switch I just switched?
Yeah. What is that switch you just switched?
It
is
opened
it red?
This door.
I know. I see that.
I mean, I assume I need to get him to go out this way.
Yeah, I think you're right, but I think you need to place something red up there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a matter of finding something red in here. And it's got to be in this specific place, right? Oh, speaking of things that are red.
Let me just break that. The red carpet is pretty sufficient.
I mean, it's cloth. It's pretty darn close to...
Toro! It does nothing.
Well, you might have to place it in the middle.
Toro. Thanks.
Or you might have to hold it, or you might have to. I don't.
Oh, I wonder if I can equip it.
Maybe. Yeah.
Hello.
Yep. Look how it completely changed.
Oh yeah. It's an unrelated piece of cloth now. We beheaded him, but other than that, pretty good.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, well.
Oh, okay. It's not fine. Do worry about it. So you just gotta be quicker.
It stays a cape. So I don't even have to lock him out there? Okay.
No, because he's just gonna stay going after it now.
Of course. I am truly indebted to you, Boidipus.
He broke all of my glass.
There is no way for you to know my name. You have freed me from my nightmare. I will await you in the Hall of Dreams.
Well, now you just have to go to back to where you just were, and it's going to be in the main hall probably, in the first place before you even go anywhere.
Oh yeah, he replaced his obelisk.
Of the obelisk.
I like how he's still frantic and wild-eyed even after we solved this problem.
I wonder
if the obelisks are what's trapping them. That's each
I
is
was
their
about
own
to say,
nightmare. We need to
exactly.
solve.
Once
need
you
to
solve their
help
puzzles,
Lenin be
they're
a
going to turn into
exactly.
They're going to turn into the obelisks are going to turn into the people.
I don't know, lens. I'd rather. What do you mean focuses on something across the room? I solved your problem. What are you talking? Do we have to?
Maybe you have to save everybody.
So that implies that the entire melting the ice cap quest happens after. No. Because we have to melt the ice cap to get the robot body for the Martians. So
there's the Martian stuff, but all of these obelisks aren't like the Martian stuff isn't required to solve the obelisks.
Okay, you're suggesting we need to solve these obelisks because what he's distracted by is all of these.
That's what I'm thinking exactly.
Proud,
all the
erect obelisks
basically.
that he's surrounded by.
As one would be.
As one would be. Okay, let's go be a communist.
We need to read what he says carefully, maybe, because there's
or how about just at all? How about just read what he says,
Fair
period? Greetings, comrade. You seem to be a citizen of the world. Perhaps you can assist me in my great endeavor. It is my duty to reapportion, I don't know why I rolled the R, reapportion the wealth of this village, so that each person receives an equal amount of money. No one person must receive any more than his neighbor. What you must do is divide the wealth, which I have gathered together here, into 25 equal piles. I'm turning French as I go.
I think some Russians turn French as they go.
It's pretty normal, really.
I mean, look at their flags, right?
I think Trotsky
They're basically
did
the same.
For the 25 inhabitants of the village. And they can also turn, what, Dutch? And
Yes.
Is there another rotation somewhere in Africa? Maybe? Anyway.
There might be like a lighter blue on one. I don't remember.
Was Lenin on the same space bullet with Rasputin? Must have been awkward. Says that
fair, yeah.
For the 25 inhabitants of the village, you must gather the rubles and put them back down in piles. This way, everyone will have the same amount and all will be satisfied. When you have accomplished this task, report back to me, and your contribution to success of my task will be duly recorded. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, but still,
he always becomes communist good streams, Lord Afghan Chat. Yeah, I mean, certainly step one is to pick it all up and go, this doesn't divide by 25.
Correct.
And then I eat some of the money, so that the non-divisibility of it doesn't matter.
The Azurite has to be related, has to be relevant,
it's
right?
a different amount of money. No, it isn't. It's just that it apportioned differently for some reason.
Because you didn't pick them up. Remember, if you pick it up and it would overflow, it just goes into a new pile. I would talk to him and ask him about Azurite.
He doesn't let you actually talk to him. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, see, he doesn't. It's just, No. Oh, we are allowed to... Okay. Azurite. That is not important at this time, comrade. How do you divide... What's 120 plus 133? Wow. That is some simple math.
250.
Wow. By 25. Yes, comrade. You must divide the rubles into 25.
If there is any... There we go.
Okay. So
say
I
extra
guess...
right now and see if he can take the 3.
Yeah, okay. We have to divide it up and bring the extra back to Lenin. Well, that feels appropriate.
Exactly. So it's just 10 a pile. Right? That's easy.
It's as easy as it is annoying.
Yep. Correct. You better hope that they don't need to be in the in the same locations that you picked them up from.
Ugh, that would be infuriating. Lord Apqual, I do appreciate that. We do have Molo with us today, so mental arithmetic is possible, just not me.
Also, 250 divided by 25 is not... In base 10 is not a problem.
Shut your face. It would manage to stump me. Rest assured of that fact. God, this game sucks. Remember how I was saying this was the least terrible Ultima game yet? That may still be true, but it's really turning up the terrible.
You get that 10.
Yes, I've done it. It is not worthy of one such as yourself to lie, comrade. I detect that there is still not a fair balance of wealth in the village. Do you have the extra rubles with you? Let me see them. Take out the answer. Keeping the extra rubles is not the solution, comrade. They should be given to the state for use of the good of the good of people. Will you give me the extra rubles you have found so that the masses may benefit? Yes. This is good. I will take the extra rubles to avoid dissension. The rest will be distributed evenly. I must congratulate you on your swift reconciliation of the problem. There is still, however, the matter of the gemeralds. As it is impossible to divide, it must be eaten. It must be given to the state to dispose of properly. That is the only fair way to distribute items of such disproportionately large value. It's all perfectly reasonable, isn't it? Also, does this make you a banker? Asked Lord Apkinchat. If so, we are about to get murdered. Do you have the gem with you now, comrade? Wonderful, comrade. It must be donated to the state in the person of an appointed representative, myself, for proper disposal for the good of the people. Disposal. Will you give it to me, comrade? Excellent. You are indeed a hero of the people. I will dispose of it in an appropriate manner. I will put it up my butt. You will be remembered with fondness, comrade. You have saved us. I deeply appreciate your dedication to the cause of the masses. You will be remembered for your selfless action. Now you must do your duty and help us to find a way back to the Red Planet so that I may return to Mother Russia, the true Red Planet, and redouble my efforts.
What does that even mean?
It's red. It's, red isn't communist. Redouble my efforts on behalf of my people. Spasiba.
Wow.
Spasiba.
That is an interesting way to transliterate that.
Spasiba, my friend. In the English, thank you. He hugs you enthusiastically and pounds you on the back.
In the back.
What's your job, Lenin? My job is to free Mother Russia from an imperialist dictatorship. I flew here with Rasputin. We had rather tense conversation on the way.
We'll call it lively.
I understand. You have other duties. We will speak later.
Yeah, so he's going to be in place of his obelisk now,
I guess I should consider,
presumably.
saving ever. Saving would be good.
Yeah. Now that you understand the conceit of the first part of the dream world.
So this one is impossible, but other than that, pretty good. RPG problems! Wow, I'm really getting RPG problems to here. Come on, get. Spector just pressing the switch on repeat, says Spector. That is all that he is qualified to do. Okay, press that button. I'm back. Press the button again. It's just tape down the button. It'll be fine.
That'll work. Oh,
That'll
it did work. Well, so much for that. Wow, that actually worked.
Well, we did kill George Washington Carver. Let's see if
you
he's...
just threw a black man into the void.
It isn't great that the only non-white one of these is the one that I murdered. That was just the timing of... I mean, really, it was just that this is the most annoying task. Oh my god.
RPG problems.
Can I... Yes, okay. I don't want to check whether it will forget and let me save. So we're just going to check whether he's permadead the old-fashioned way. So it lets you go that far down there, huh? Lets you go that far down there. Oh, you still count as being in the way. Okay. No! No! I hope you can forgive me for... Oh, he's still f***ing dead.
Oh. When you kill him in the dream world, you kill him in real life.
When he was back there, I assumed that it just reset, but no.
Given that this is the dream world, it should have allowed him to come back to life.
Yeah. No. No. No.
I mean, to be fair, you caused this problem by killing him and making yourself go through this multiple times.
By murdering the only black character in this situation. I mean, in fairness, he is so the fact that the only black character here is clearly George Washington Carver is racist.
Yeah.
So blah 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 blah. Great.
So you tried putting a pod right to your right now.
Just one.
Or a seat, I mean.
Oh, I need to use it, not drop it. Use. Won't grow there. Maybe it's just that it's like a half-tiled spot. Oh, okay. It was just that was a half-tiled spot.
Okay.
So this is the closest that I can grow them. It makes sense to me to just,
Yeah, put them on the cardinal.
Shoo. Now what? Can I equip this and use it to do an actual attack? Lightly wounded. Yes, I can.
Okay.
No. Boidipus' police training kicked in when he reached for the gardening shears, says Nettie in chat. So Speclad, I think you pretty much have to be an American to understand why it's racist for the only black character to be George Washington Carver, but basically, George Washington Carver was the token black man, and like all other contributions of black people in America are like, well, at least I mentioned George Washington Carver, who didn't invent peanut butter, but everybody thinks he did.
Let's read what he has to say more carefully this time.
Let's not.
Let's do.
This is fun. I'm experiencing fun right now. The first time I came through here, it was like they automatically got out of my way and let me through. Like, I genuinely thought that they did automatically get out of my way and let me through the first time I went through. What? Why am I in combat mode? Speclad, the flower on the left, when it grew up, it wandered away somewhere. None of that assistance, center of this area, normally problem with worms, and they want to eat the pod, not armed, use the seeds, they will grow plants whose flowers will repel the worms. And if you cultivate these plants properly, they will allow the seedling I leave behind to grow to full maturity. When the plant is mature, blah, 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 blah. I wonder
if you need to water the
No, I think it was just time. I think they take more time to mature than because the one that I had planted over here wandered away. It wandered to the left. So it
Oh.
Lord Apk, I doubt if it's known who invented peanut butter. Okay. I'm going to do the right one first because it always seems to come from the right first. It was Mr. Peanut, says Speclad. Oh. And he is not just white, but he is the f***ing bougiest prick who's ever lived. So, there are no worms this time.
You scared them away.
I scared them away with the flowers. There are no worms this time. Oh, there's one. See, the one on the left went away. What the f***? What the f***? Maybe the pod is still fine in this worm's belly, and I just need to kill it. Wait, they didn't go anywhere. They just vanished. So maybe I am supposed to plant them in the worm's skull. Maybe that's the idea. Maybe they grow out of the worm and kill it, like that fungus with ants.
maybe you use that knife to make a hole in the worm.
I mean, there were only 2 worms, and I was one shot away from killing both of them. How frustrating.
Maybe you should save state immediately after the conversation.
But then I won't have the opportunity to do this again. What did that sound mean?
That's a good question.
Are the worms only coming from the right? Asked Lord Aft. Sort of. I don't think I saw any come from the left. I just attacked nothing. That was pretty useful.
Can you plant the flower on the spot of the seed?
That sounds like a spectacularly bad idea. Yes, I can.
Yeah, I bet that's it.
What if you water them more? Oh my god.
That was the other... I had that suggestion earlier. You just ignored me.
I did. Well, I was quite confident that I had watered it adequately because it did. Yeah, because I saw it, quote unquote, move, but it didn't move. It just vanished.
Yeah. See, now they're not. Well, try watering again just to make sure that there's not.
I did. I tried watering a third time, and it said like the water didn't have any effect on the worm's bane or something. It was weirdly worded, but it was fine. Can you shield the pot with your body? Asked Lord Avkachat. Actually, an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. It eventually... Oh, no. Just...
So you just have to keep watering it to make sure it... Okay, and now the ones on the right are...
No, because it ate the pod plant. So the one that's here isn't sufficient.
Isn't actually, sufficient. So maybe...
My orthogonal directions was correct.
Exactly
it's just... Well, probably not this direction, because this is the edge right here, but...
Fair enough, but... Even so, and then just when he said you have to cultivate or something, what he meant is you just have to make sure to continue watering them as needed.
Yeah. And Speclad said flower defense in chat. We are playing a flower defense game.
Yes. Yep.
Just in case anybody doesn't know or whatever. Wow, I can throw him pretty far. I truly revile tower defense games. Can I shove him? Can I move him? No. Can I just pick him up even though he's alive? Now, where should we plant the 4th one?
Might as well just do it orthogonal. South.
Yeah, I guess, they could, like, try to come around or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely suck.
And now I think you just wait. Welp.
Everything's fine. It's definitely working. 100% success rate so far. Although it is difficult to kill them with this quite inadequate weapon.
I'll also note that they still aren't...
Yeah, I don't quite know what's up now.
Yeah, I don't understand how the worm's bane works, but it does seem to be doing something.
Yeah. At the very least, making it grow away.
Is that the pod?
Let's check by talking to it. It is ripe. Okay.
Yep. Time to use the knife on it.
The knife on that. He was in the pod. He was in the pod.
He was in the pod.
No, Spec Lad. I had I was using the knife as a weapon. Or, well, I mean, I did equip it. Maybe it just isn't a weapon, so it wasn't using it. I don't know, but I was attacking it the best I can. I do thank you, my friend. You have allowed me to experience the fullness of the Martian place. I'm afraid that I would never fully understand it. And now that we are back in the Hall of Dreams, we're just not. I am free to go as soon as everyone else is freed from their dreams. Why? Why is that needed?
Just say everyone to find out.
Well, let's see. The ones I know use the machine are Mr. Lowell, Mr. Clemens. Oh, have we? Myself, Mr. Tiffany, Mr. Lennon, Mr. Wells, Mr. What? Who are all these other? I mean, I know who they are, but Okay, whatever. Mr. Lowell, Mr. Clemens, myself, Mr. Tiffany. Weird place to place yourself in this list. Mr. Lennon, Mr. Wells, Mr. Malise, and Mr. Earp. Yeah, I know, Lord App. I'm not that bad at saving. Just quite bad. I think that's all of us. Okay, George Washington Carver. Tell me your name. Yeah. George Carver. So you had him say his first name twice, but not say his full name that everyone knows.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I help farmers. Come on, say you invented peanut butter.
Armraz. I mean, that would have worked.
Yes. I love people, and I love plants. That's why I'm doing so much study on plants and so actually, so far, a non-racist interpretation. I was really, I got over my skis here. People are funny. People are funny sometimes. They won't believe me when I say tomatoes are good for them. They say they're poisonous. I think this is late for that, surely. In the late 1800s, people didn't think tomatoes were still poisonous.
Probably most people didn't, but there probably was still some, trepidation.
Some white trash,
exactly.
Truly lowbrow idiots. And when I told them that growing goober peas is really good for the soil, they said that the goobers themselves were good for nothing. Okay, so they've actually done a pretty good George Washington Carver here, somebody who actually knows about agriculture. And guess I'll have to discover something to do with all those wonderful peanuts beside growing new goober pea plants, eh? Yes, I do seem to have a green thumb. I can make pretty much anything grow. Sure, it takes the right soil, warm temperature, water, some sunshine. Sometimes you might need to add a little shit. But that's simple. I know what to use on most plants back home. These Martian plants are a little different, but not much. I was taking some notes. We've already grown. Fine, whatever.
Yeah, but this is where you were supposed to learn about it.
Sure, you want to see them? I left them in... I think we actually already read them. My lad is on blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. I think we already read his notes is the answer.
Yeah, exactly. This is just, if you hadn't found his notes before, now you know.
Goodbye for now. I do hope we see you again. It's been an honor to meet you. Don't let the intrusive thoughts win. Don't let the intrusive
You want to murder George
win.
Washington Carver again and throw him into the void, don't you?
I want to murder all of them and throw them into the void. How can this man can't be injured?
When you said don't let the intrusive thoughts win, what you meant was let the intrusive thoughts win.
Of
Thankfully,
course, obviously.
Wait, he can be. Wait, some of them can be murdered and some of them can't. That bloodstain really makes the place look nice. It really adds something to the decor in here.
So, just to be clear, we can kill the black agricultural scientist, we can kill Lenin, but we can't kill Mr. Capitalism himself.
Exactly.
What are you trying to tell me, video game? What is the message here, video game? What do you want to know? Oh yeah, this one. Dream stuff. That's called cocaine. Let's use the cocaine. You imagine a weed sprayer. Okay. You call it a weed sprayer. It is clearly a different object from that, but
it even has a suction cup to put on the shower wall.
If that's where you want to be spraying weed killer, I guess that's your very bad prerogative. It's Lord Apk, it's very difficult to tell when I've... Oh, great. It's now rotated the controls. Out of ammunition. Oh. Okay. Thanks, janitor.
Maybe this dream stuff will be ammunition.
You imagine a cannon?
Well, this game knows Yaweasel.
Oh, I can't ready a cannon. Lame. I need to put it on the ground. The hand cannon is a word I just said. Awesome.
Incredible. Can you get that dream stuff that's on top of the... You can't get a can. You can just push the cannon around, presumably.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like, am I...
Or not?
Cool. So I can pick up a cannon, I can drop it, and then I'm trapped. It allowed me to RPG problems myself.
Yourself, exactly. There's plenty of other dream stuff to check out.
Gears. Oh my god. Okay.
Can you pick up any of the ones that are on top of the...
I'm thinking so hard right now. There it is.
Ah, I see.
Hello. Oh. This isn't even a wall. Okay.
Well, it's because you're in Dream World, so... MC Escher. You are in MC Escher world.
A bucket of ice. 24 pistol rounds. A revolver. I did not mean to use the bucket of ice. A marker flag. Okay.
There's a knife up there now? There was also another dream stuff in the lower left.
That way.
That you can probably get to somehow, presumably, since you can get to every other dream stuff. Or maybe you have to use the berry. Nah, probably not use the berry.
I haven't even... Okay, what's the controls now? Okay, it's rotated,
the other way.
Clockwise. Or no, counterclockwise, sorry. It's rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise. Like the rotation, I can... That's not too bad. The inversion I find more difficult. Speaking of inversion... Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of crap that it's just like, well, you can't get this. Deal with it. Whoa! The controls are just normal! This is a painting, says Lord Apk. Who's it by? Who's the painting by?
Oh, oops, I had my mic muted. You can't climb the footprints up there?
Oh, they were footprints, weren't they? Evidently not.
It's MC Esker. I mean, did you try using them or something? Okay. I mean, it does look like you're going to need to get up there. Also, you have a marker flag, and these are marker flags.
Well, yeah, but like...
I don't know how to use it, but...
Well, I mean, I assume I can just use it. No, I assume I can just drop it. Cool. Oh, I can't get it again. Great.